when I was traveling from the village, come to the city, and our cows died, the calf had died. Much of the work that actually I was planning to do, and I said no. This is a big sign that it is time to take a break, put down the research, and go to the city and help my family continue with this journey. So when I traveled, and I'm traveling for the village, I had so many thoughts. And when I planned to travel, the day I planned to travel today, the next morning, I had the amount to travel to the city. It was unbelievable. And I knew this is the time. The Lord has spoken. And I travel and I go to the city, and the options where to go and stay. I had options. I could go here, I could go there. But after making up my mind on my way, I changed my mind when I got to the city, and I said, no, there is some shame in me, and there is some questions, and there's some dots that I need to connect and disconnect. And I put aside my pride, and I said, I'm going to spend a few days, a week or so, with one of the most special people, a special person in my life, my mom and my mother, the grandmother to Maverick and Lee. And she didn't know I would come, because I always say I will come. Sometimes I come, but we don't stay much. But this time I came, and she saw me with the bag, and I got into the house, and she thought I would leave the next morning. I thought of leaving. I packed. I thought of leaving, but I didn't. I chose to stay, because every time I would look at her face, I knew there is something I need to associate with from her to continue with the next step I have, because the next chapter that I'm going to face is going to require a different approach. Whether I am good with it, I know what to do, knowledge and wisdom will not be enough. I must get an understanding. And for me, I get my understanding by associating with my mom. I sometimes go back to her, and she thinks I'm coming to visit. No, I come to seek an understanding. Understanding is connecting a black page and a white page. Understanding is picking the coin and flipping it again, and you see the back of that coin, and the tail, and the head. And I get that from my aunt, and I get that from my mom, and they've been one of the most resourceful people when it comes to me trying to understand some of the hardest things I've experienced trying to research on knowledge, wisdom, understanding, religion, family, relationships, African culture, our churches, our parents, our descendants. And while working on that, and my mom knew, and she never was for it, but at some point she changed her mind when she realized I wasn't just doing it for some other hidden reasons. And greetings to our parents, to our mothers and fathers, to our grandparents, grandmothers and grandfathers across our countries, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi. Greetings to our parents in southern part of Africa, in South Africa. Greetings to our in-laws in South Africa. Greetings to Mtuba, Durban, Limpopo. Greetings to Johannesburg. Greetings to our parents across Western Africa, in Central Africa, in Zambia, in Zimbabwe. Greetings to our parents across the globe, and all mothers and all fathers I know sometimes the videos we make in Africa, they also cross the borders. And we have relationships with parents from southern part of America, in Brazil. People understand them more. In America, Canada, in Europe, greetings to our parents in Asia, in China, in Australia. And I would love to let our parents know there are things we as young people have done, not because we knew them, not because we had an understanding, but we were compelled by our Lord as well. We were compelled by these thoughts that come to us, that they don't pass through you. They come to us and we have to handle them. And those thoughts, for me, I've come to a point and I've realized those thoughts are so heavy and there are so many and they come from so far away. Yet the place we call so far away is just right there next to our feet, just right there next to our hands, next to our hair, in front of our eyes. And on behalf of all African children, all young men and women and boys and girls in Africa, I say, please, our parents, our uncles and our aunties, please forgive us if we've ever done and created and associated ourselves with events and places, with people, movement and motions, ideas and concepts in this world that have annoyed you, that have made you annoyed and angry and distanced yourself from us. Please find some space in your heart and forgive us. Please, our parents and our uncles and our grandparents, forgive our generation. We meant no harm. Even if we meant harm, some of us don't even know what that harm is. Please don't distance yourself away from us. Our parents, you show up and they even look at us and you are driving and you're wearing good clothes and they look like they're smiling at us, they're happy. But when our parents find out that the level of association we've been creating and embracing for us to come and share sugar with them and share salt with them, they don't tell us the truth. They end up pretending. And we understand their generation. And I want to let our parents know some of us have had to do so many other things, not because we wanted to do them, but because in one way or the other, we were called to come and fill up that position. And so many parents have believed in so many things they were told in our society. They were guided by the systems, the government, and the church. And most parents have thought, grandparents have thought that this generation is rebellious, is running away from God, is running away from the truth. But most of us, it was just a way to try and seek an understanding, not because we want to make money or because we want to rule the world or because we want power, no, but because we want to help and heal our families, heal our soil, heal our parents, heal our generations. And it might look like this generation is not blessed, this generation is defiant. Yes, we agree, we are arrogant, we are dishonest, we are up and down, we have divorces everywhere, we hate the truth, we love easy money, we love easy things, yes. But we are part of this society. And if we are defiant and if we are disobedient, it means on flipping the coin, no longer is the tail, is the head. We are also one of the people that understand obedience, to obey, that we are also ready to obey. Please, to our parents, please come closer to us. Come closer to us, because the next chapter of the lives we are going to live, we need our parents, we need our uncles, we need our aunties, we need our families back. To all our siblings, we fought over this and that. We need to come back, because we need an understanding to make some other steps to help in cleansing and cleaning our hearts and our energy and our thoughts and our minds. There are parents and their grandparents, and we have uncles and aunties who've also made mistakes, and maybe they never want to speak about them. There are grandparents who have stories to tell to their children. Please don't wait for us to call you. It is time for you also to open up your arms and call us. Most of us, our phones are there on social media the whole day. Our phones are calling and chatting. Our phones are on Forex, watching movies and playing video games. And we found it hard to put our phones down, and we've forgotten about our parents and forgotten about our grandparents and forgotten about the soil. And it's not all of us. We've never forgotten you. We have never forgotten you. We went to look for a solution. While we were looking for the solutions, we also created problems. And on the urge of trying to balance and solve some of them, shame took over. And we are also finding ways to come and approach you and talk to you. To our parents up there, to our mothers and fathers, to our uncles who will listen. Even if this audio doesn't get to you, even if this video doesn't get to you, I know our thoughts will get to you. Find some time and let go and forgive us. We seek forgiveness, and we say thank you for raising us. Thank you for taking care of us. Thank you for taking us through school and church. Thank you for teaching us humility and honesty. Thank you for being great parents to us. For all the insights we've shared with you, for all the disobedience we've shown, for all the things we've done and you felt disrespected. Please forgive us. Forgive us. And to all young men and women out there, to all boys and girls out there, let's try and go back to a society that can help and embrace the people we find not young like us. Even if you are at the age of 20, you are not 20 years old. That's the association you have with us here. A 26-year-old is older than you. If you are 20 years old, you need an understanding of something. The understanding is not given to you by staying or paying your parents or buying them a car. The association, the codes, the keys to some of this understanding to come from our parents. You don't need to give them money. You don't need to show them you're successful. They give it through association. As a young man, go up there, find a person at the age of 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Go find an old woman, an old man. Let's go back, carry their bag, put it on your back. Those are not old people. Those are the people who have been granted with the keys to guide and guard all these systems. The only way they give those keys is through association. You let them pass first. You carried their bag. You went and listened to their story. It is more. It is a blessing to have a story, to read a story, to listen to a story from an old woman or an old man than to go and give them money, than to go and buy them new bedding and change the environment. They don't need no change in the environment. They need change in their energy. They've already experienced this life. Some of them, they've gone and come back. You didn't even know about it. Some of them say they're going to sleep, but they're not going to sleep. They are going to give the keys to knowledge, to wisdom, to understanding. Let's go back to a society that also gives way to the people we consider weak, to the people we consider not able to. It is not just about money. It is not just about giving people money and giving people property and giving people cars. It is not just about passing material advancement. That our parents have no option but to accept the guidance we are giving them because we are successful, because we have better machines, better houses, because we dress differently, because we show up with tablets and laptops and systems that they don't understand. But trust me, of all these people I've met, of all these old men and old women I've met, I've come and looked at some of them. I've met some of them in my dreams, and they're not what we think. They came back here to find someone and give the key and give the codes. Let's go back to seeking blessings. Let's go back to balancing our spiritual arrangement. Let's go back to nourishing joy and happiness. That's where everything we're looking for is. Family unit. That's what our parents believed in. We have different models of families these days. But those different models does not mean they are bad families. But those different models is what our parents are also trying to seek an understanding. They can't understand it unless we present it to them. They can't understand it unless we let them also give them an opportunity to associate with our level of understanding of marriage, of relationships, of systems, of leadership, of growth, of energy, of religion. Because I have noticed a lot of fighting, even in myself, when it comes to the generation that is leading us, the generation that is ahead of us, young men and young women, boys and girls outside there. I hope I'm not preaching. I hope I'm not saying that people should do what I'm saying. These are not laws, these are not guided, these are not methods or ways people need to do things. I'm just trying to share my thoughts, that from sharing my thoughts, they might find a mother or a father or a family out there that really realize that we need understanding, and understanding does not come from what you know. Understanding does not come from your degree. Understanding does not come from the money we have. Understanding does not come from how good we look. Understanding comes through associating ourselves with the people God has brought into our lives. Associating. The association we have in our society, that is understanding. Those are the links. Those are the bonds. Those are the roads, the highways. The roads that are created in our society. A road doesn't show up from the river to the homestead or yard. That road is an association the homestead has with the river where people fetch water. And if those roads are not there, then that homestead has no links to that source of water. Please, our parents, find a way and forgive us. Please invite us back home. We might have forgotten. Forgive the young African children. And please try and share your understanding with us. Forgive our arrogance. Forgive our disobedience. And to all parents in the world, to all mothers and fathers, to all grandparents and grandmothers, and even to our children, please forgive us. Forgive us for being greedy. Forgive us for being selfish. Forgive us for disconnecting with you. And forgive us for displacing your thoughts from our society. Please, find a way. Soften your hearts and come back to us. Because we need you as well. We can't do what we want to do or what we are supposed to do in this new era without you, without your support, and without your thoughts. Many thanks, and God bless you all.